Serving the Zaque, the ruler of the northern Muisca, is no simple task. Especially when a farmer's dull blood flows through your veins instead of the noble's bright carmine. Yet, I do my best. And as Zaque often likes to remind me, I do possess some talent, bless her heart. In just a few years, I've risen from a mere guard to the first commander of the royal heir. Partly, I'm sure, due to the strings Zaque has pulled within the palace. It certainly helps that my beloved has connections at both royal courts. But more importantly, it's because the Zaque's heir has come to depend on me. You see, this should fill me with pride. And it would, if the heir were someone else. Someone honorable, anyone but Kemenchatocha. There is a profound darkness in his heart. We all see it when he lashes out at his servants and devises plans to conquer our peaceful neighbors. The only one blind to it is his uncle. The Zaque may rule for decades more. Yet I already dread the day when Kemenchatocha receives his gold dusting. Still, it's pointless to dwell on the uncertainties of the future, for the gods have already set a path for us. I can only pray that the Zaque will allow me, a farmer's son, to marry a noble courtier. Perhaps, after I help repel this invasion, I can finally get his blessing to marry Zaque. It promises to be the bloodiest in living memory. Tens of thousands of warriors are converging on the city of Choconta. From the south, the Zipa marches with his formidable nephew and heir, Nemekene. From the north, come the Zaque, Kemenchatocha, and I. Both the excitement of the upcoming battle and the dread of the inevitable bloodshed keep me up at night. I hold Zaque close before saying my goodbyes. As we march out of the palace, Kemenchatocha pulls me aside. "This is our moment, Pacanchique," he says. I can feel it. Something in his voice, or perhaps the smirk on his face as he says it, sends shivers down my spine.
The Zipa's forces have already crossed the river. You must deal with them quickly, Pacanchique, and prove that my trust in you was not misplaced.
Are these the leaders the gods have given our northern rival? A farmer, a coward, and a scheming weasel? My, you truly are doomed.
Enak, Inanga, Muisca. Shishika!
We have killed one of the Vanguard's commanders! Keep it up, men!
I must admit that you are quite capable for a farmer, Pacanchique. Far more than those wastes of breath you serve. If only I had a commander like you, I could make short work of this parricidal maniac.
The vanguard breaks and flees! Now, the real battle begins. The Zipa hides in Nemekene's main camp. Only by killing him can we end this war for good. Set up camp and join me in the attack! I hear evil whisperings among our warriors, uncle. Our enemies crumble before a mere commoner. Yet the Zaque is too afraid to face them himself. We must act decisively, lest these treasonous ideas take root.
What is this? Nemekene's men are everywhere! I thought we had the upper hand! You are right as always, Kemenchatocha. I will lead the charge across the river and dispel with these foul rumors. With me, my warriors!
Very good, uncle. Very good. The Zaque has fallen! This is a black day for our people. Yet we must take comfort that he died a hero's death. Let us avenge his murder and kill the Zipa!
Despicable! Nemekene may have held the knife, but it was Kemwencha who pushed the sake onto it. It makes me wonder, am I fighting for the wrong side?
Our northern brothers deserve a just ruler, not a vile creature like Kemwencha. Soon, I will unite both North and South under my rule, and our people will finally know peace!
A Muisca Asabagoa. Enak, Inanga.
The Zipa's corpse rots in the baking sun. You should be proud, Pacanchique. Never have I had such a useful tool.
Is this what the gods have ordained for me? To serve a man who would murder his own uncle for power? I should abandon him and serve Nemekene instead. He seems a more honorable master. But if Kemwencha finds out that Asay and I are lovers, he might take out his revenge on her. I would rather die than see her harmed. Yet I cannot stand serving a man like him. Somehow, I must choose. No. I cannot let him corrupt me. I will find a way to protect Asay from afar. What Kemwencha did to our sake is unforgivable. Let us break camp and join with Nemekene. We will not serve this murderer a minute longer. Our moment. That's how he described it. And in a way, it was. Not for the countless warriors who perished as nameless, expendable pawns, sacrificed for reasons unknown to them. No, not for them. But for him. In a single decisive move, Kemwencha burnt down the leadership of both the North and South. From the blackened soil, he will forge his empire. Now he is being crowned at the heart of Lake Guatavita. For a brief moment, he is El Dorado, the Golden One, until the ceremonial gold dust is washed away. In a few days, Nemekene will undergo the same ritual, being sworn in as the new leader of the South. Our moment. Yes, it was decisive for me as well. He was right about that too. There is no turning back. I can only hope that I chose the right side, for Asay's sake. Asay was not happy with my choice. How could she be? I did what I believed was right, but I did so without consulting her. Still, she understands that it is the right way. The only way. We will spend more time apart from now on. I will be in the field, spearheading my master's quest for domination, while she remains in the Zaque's palace. I wish she would simply bide her time until we can marry. But I know her too well for that. She will play the loyal, demure courtier she despises, while secretly providing me with intelligence on my enemies. It is a great risk. But as she often reminds me, no greater risk than the one I take by leading men into battle. No matter what happens, we must both play our parts. It is the only way. The only way. When Kemwencha stepped off the coronation raft, he declared the dawn of a new golden age. The gods had blessed him with a vision, he said. He is to rule from a palace made of gold. A palace he intends to build. As new actors step into the same old roles, the ancient rivalry between Zipa and Zaque continues. And I will be the tip of the spear in their conflict.
A palace made of gold. Kemwencha grows more delusional by the day. We must find a way to stop him. Conquer the neutral Muisca states and bring the battle to his doorstep.
You already lost at your contar. And now you want to squander your few remaining kernels of pride on this folly. The only madman here is you, Nemekene.
The divine dance of death between Zipa and Zaque goes on. Yet the Temple of the Sun must remain sacred ground for all. The holy state of Iraka will not pick a side in this conflict.
Ongo. Saba Shishika! Inanga.
Well done. Keep this up, and every Muisca state will be ours before the new moon.
Another state bows before Kenwenchatocha.
Saba Shishika!
Another state walks the path of honor. Your days are numbered, Kenwenchatocha. Another state walks the path of honor. Your days are numbered, Kenwenchatocha.
This state has sided with Nemekene.
The high priest in Iraka is no fool. He knows what Kenwenchatocha is after. We must send a diplomat to convince him to join our side. The cowardly Zaque runs away with his tail between his legs. Victory is mine!
Your cause is just, and your army's fearsome. You have our support so long as you keep the fighting away from the Temple of the Sun.
Although the conflict between Zipa and Zaque has slightly altered the border, the two remain evenly matched. The greatest impact of the war appears to be on Kenwenchatocha himself. He has begun hoarding treasures in the throne room, attempting to construct the Golden Palace from his vision. According to Aze's contacts, he now refers to himself as the Son of the Sun. Kenwenchatocha, the son of the Sun God. It would be laughable if he didn't genuinely believe it. I fear we have only witnessed the beginning of his madness. The tribes beyond our valleys are rarely noticed by the Zipa and Zaque. However, as both rulers seek to gain an advantage, they are now turning their attention to the Panches. Living in the shadow of our great mountains, the Panches build no grand temples, but make up for it with their ferocity in battle. Nemekene aims to establish them as permanent allies. The Zaque, meanwhile, wants their treasure. By filling the Temple of Iraka with Panche artifacts, he hopes to persuade the high priest to declare him the Son of the Sun. Yesterday's mad dream could soon become official doctrine. I managed to meet with Aze in secret before departing for the Panche expedition. Holding her in my arms after so many months felt like coming home. Her reports have helped me more than once, yet I dread to think what the Zaque would do if he intercepted them. I will not stop helping you, Pacanchique. We are in this together, to the very end. As the warmth slowly fades from my chest, I echo her words. To the very end.
We must conquer the Panche before the Zaque does, or his mad ambition will be the end of us. Be deadly as the anaconda, Pacanchique.
Dire news. Kenwenchatocha has established an outpost in the north and is planning to attack your forces. Please, be careful.
The Tokaima are wary of their warlike neighbors, the Sikima. We could ally with them by building a castle in their lands, or we could dispose of them to earn the Sikima's favor.
Pull back your troops or prepare for war. These defenses will keep the Sikima at bay. You have our gratitude and support, Pacanchique.
Your conquest of the Panche continues. Take these warriors and bring us another decisive victory.
This Panche tribe will trouble us no more.
Only famine could make us desperate enough to seek your help. Save us, and you will have our loyalty. Thank you, Commander. The Huacana will fight for you.
I bring more unfortunate news. The remaining Pancha tribes have flocked to Kemuenchatocha's banner. The Zaque now feels confident in his victory.
Mai e Nepquao. Ongo ena.
No matter how grand his delusions are, Kemuenchatocha cannot escape the brutal facts of the battlefield. This victory will pave the way for us to finally defeat the Zaque.
Though pious and peaceful, we are not weak. Remove your troops from our land, or we shall crush their skulls.
This Pancha tribe will trouble us no more.
The Pancha have surrendered. I have your prowess to thank for keeping the Zaque in check, Pacanchique.
This victory would be sweeter if I did not fear for Asay. The Zaque will surely become angry and paranoid now. Please, stay safe, my love. The jungle tells no tales. Not of the men who died choking as poison darts swelled their throats, nor of the sacred treasures torn from the hands of fallen worshippers. We leave it all behind in that impenetrable forest. The evil, the horror. With the Panchas subdued, the conflict is shifting back to the Muisca heartland. My master is pleased with my work. I wish I could celebrate, but Asay's latest report has unsettled me. The High Priest of Iraka has given in to Kemuenchatocha's demands. He has declared him the Son of the Sun, a god walking the earth. And the people believe him. Perhaps it's easier for them to accept the Zaque's madness if they see him as a god. It makes sense, in a way. Hopelessness is easy, predictable. You can plan a life around it. But if the tyrant lording over you is just a mortal like yourself, no, it's best not to think about it. Just keep your head down and pray that your mad god shows you mercy. With half of the Muisca realm under the Zaque's control, the only future I see is one drenched in blood. With his ascension to godhood complete, the Zaque's grand plan is coming to fruition. He is gathering every warrior at his disposal for an invasion of the south. Not to be outdone, Nemekene is rallying his armies and preparing for the clash. It would have been just another of the countless wars between the Zipa and the Zaque, if not for one troubling rumor. Asay's latest message speaks of a band of foreigners approaching from the northeast. Pale warriors in metal armor, wielding the storm god's wrath as weapons. They call themselves the Spanish. But who are they? Will they be friend or foe? Are they as primitive as the Panches? Or are they a divine punishment for the Zaque's blasphemy? Adding to my worries, some of Asay's correspondence has been discovered by the Zaque's court officials. They have not traced it back to her yet. And here I am, leagues away, powerless to help her. No matter how many victories I achieve, I cannot shake the feeling of a noose tightening around my neck.
The foolish Zaque plans to invade us, yet he left the sacred Temple of the Sun lightly guarded. Attack it tonight and destroy his illusions.
Ongo. Asabagowa.
Trewu.
Ehe. Atie Jaka. Ongo.
Excellent work. Take command of the main army and prepare for the Zaque's counterattack. This is our chance to be rid of Kemuenchatocha. I will protect the Temple of the Sun from any false gods, including you, Kemuenchatocha.
I hear troubling rumors from the north, dear. The pale foreigners who call themselves the Spanish bring destruction and devastation wherever they go. Please be cautious.
Hidden in these mountains lies El Dorado, the city of gold.
March with vigor, men! The smell of gold is in the air.
So these are the Spanish Zaque warned me of. Do not fear their strange visages and terrifying beasts, men. Nothing good comes from mistaking men for gods.
We have an enemy in common, valiant Quesada. The golden city you seek lies in the lands of my rival, Nemakene. Help me crush him, and El Dorado will be yours.
The gold you wear is a sign of your successful rule, Great Zaque. The golden city will be mine, and I will serve your enemy's head on a platter.
The sake lies through his teeth. There is no golden city in Nemekene's lands. This will not end well for any of us.
Ongo. Teru. My Enekwawa.
You are an arrogant fool if you think this anything more than a hollow victory, Nemakene. The Zipa will never conquer the Zaque, and a mortal will never defeat a god!
Your prowess has defeated the Zaque and saved our people, Pacanchique. My wounds are grave, but I will never regret fighting alongside the bravest warriors in these mountains.
The cursed native tricked us! We scoured the south and found no trace of El Dorado, which means it must lie in the north. Break camp and march, men! The Zaque will pay for his insolence!
The gods have chosen to punish us all for the Zaque's transgressions. Nemakene is dead, and Quesada has seen through the Zaque's bluff. He is scouring the land for Quemuenchatocha's capital, which he believes to be a city of gold. A city he calls El Dorado. Of course, he will never find it. There is no golden city. El Dorado is a legend born of Spanish greed. A distortion of our coronation ritual, embellished by tales of the Zaque's golden palace. To make matters worse, there are now rumors of a second expedition coming our way, led by an adventurer they call the German. The madman has doomed us all. I was roused from a bad dream into a living nightmare when Zaque's runner burst into my hut. He collapsed, gasping for breath. He has her. The Zaque has her. Chaos reigns in the Golden Palace. The paranoid Quemuenchatocha scrambles to hide his treasures and finds traitors under every rock. It was only a matter of time before he traced Zaque's messages back to her. The Zaque is convinced that she is a spy who will reveal his location to the Europeans. She has been imprisoned, awaiting execution. Execution. My dear Zaque, I cannot let this happen. This madness has gone on for too long. The Europeans threaten our very way of life. And here we stand, leaderless. Nemakene is dead, and the Zaque's only concern is his precious gold. Harsh words, but I see in their eyes that they ring true. We all have loved ones in the capital. Sons and daughters, a wife, or an elder. My own beloved is held captive there, facing execution over a false accusation. I must go and save her. And I will give my life to save the loved ones of each and every man here. I won't order any of you to follow me on this perilous mission. But if we don't act now, we will never get another chance. Join me. Together we can save our people. I had expected few to join me. But the resounding roar of my army brought tears to my eyes. We are here with you, Pacanchique! For our people! For Zaque! My dear Zaque, I am coming for you.
scared if I am God! My vengeance will be terrible! For you! For your traitorous woman! And every child spawned from your unholy union! The son of the sun can never die!
I say... I thought I had lost you.
The Zaque forgot about me when he ran off into the jungle with his treasure. His reign of madness is over. But our troubles are not. 2 European armies are approaching. Quesada and a new commander who calls himself Nicolaus Federman.
They must not be allowed to discover the palace. With both Zipa and Zaque gone, I will take command of the men. We cannot face their guns head on. But our camp is well hidden, and we know the land. Let us use that to our advantage.
You have wasted months in this backwater, Quesada. And yet, you have nothing to show for it. It's time you let a professional take over the search for El Dorado.
A professional? You are a banker's errand boy, Featherman. Nothing else! I would be damned if I let you get your hands on the greatest treasure in the New World before I do.
The Europeans will stop at nothing to steal our people's treasures. Some of our warriors have prepared ambushes for them. When I say the word, they will pounce on the colonists like hungry jaguars.
Our future awaits in those mountains, men! The first to spot El Dorado gets 10 times their share of the gold! Pull back! The natives have overrun our position! Oh, the bank will be furious when they hear about this.
We can hold out no longer! Abandon your positions and head for safety! The Muisca have won. This time.
I can hardly believe my eyes. The Europeans are retreating! Our people have been saved! On that day, we proved that the supposedly invincible Europeans could be defeated. Quesada and Federman have abandoned their plans of conquest. But they leave a shattered Muisca society in their wake. With no one else to lead them, the people now chant my name. Pacanchique, the savior. Pacanchique, the golden one. I earned the latter title when I returned the Zaque's treasures to their rightful owners. I have not yet been dusted with gold, but the priests are already planning the ceremony. The age of the Zipa and Zaque is over. A farmer's son now rules the Muisca. It feels surreal. Some days, I wonder if I didn't die when I stormed the palace, and that this is all some wondrous afterlife. But no, it's real. I'm here in the Zaque's palace, and Asay is with me, by my side to the very end. And Kimwenchatocha. After he fled the capital, he loaded his last remaining treasures onto the coronation raft. He rode out and screamed at the gods for abandoning him. The weight of the treasure was so great that the raft came apart. Encumbered by bracelets, necklaces, and other golden trinkets, he stood no chance of reaching the shore. The last Zaque sank to the bottom of Lake Guatavita. There he rules to this day, in the golden palace of his dreams.